You guys know what an ichthyophile is?
I think it's someone who loves fish.
Like, the food? Or the actual creature?
I don't know.
Neat. Alright, fish fucker. It's pretty quiet without Mikado here.
Good afternoon, Void Brethren. I brought dinner.
Oh, hello, Mikado. We were just talking about you.
Oh my fucking god, how are you here? How are you here? I changed the key like 8 times!
And I changed my key alongside you guys. Thanks to divine luck, I just guess and it will always happen to be correct. Anyways, you're gonna wanna fix the wall I just collapsed myself into.
No problem, my man.
You're such a silly goose, Mikado.
Do none of you see the problem here?
Nikkei Yomiyori, you will use your inside voice when talking to me, young man.
Yeah, what's your problem, dude?
I hope I'm doing a good job diffusing this conflict. I've been reading a book on parenting after all.
That's so sweet.
No, it's not! He's a lunatic! Are you 3 dense?
Us voids are like one big happy family. I'm the father, of course. Miss Magarubi's the working mother. Hajime is the successful older brother. Nikkei is the younger brother going through a phase.
Fuck you!
And Iroha. Well, I wouldn't call her a dog, but maybe a ferret?
Could have at least been a dog.
But anyway, I do not like this version of Nikkei we've been witness to.
It's very disheartening to see us fight like this.
We are not a family! We're a borderline terrorist organization! And Mikado isn't one of us!
That's it. We're doing a family bonding activity. Everyone here will join me on the next Mikado Reviews episode. That should really put a pep in your step.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Oh, that's just lovely.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
It's already decided. Welcome one and all, boys and girls, short and tall, both lucky and unlucky students alike. This is Mikado Sannoji here with...
Mikado, where's the funny name pun? If you'd like, I could come up with one.
We're supposed to wait for your cue. Ahem. Joining me are my good friends Iroha Nijue, Hajime Makanechi, Emma Magarubi, and... What the... Iroha! I just told you to tie him up, not tape his mouth shut. How the hell do you expect him to talk?
You expect me to know the first thing about kidnapping?
I'm happy to see you well, Nikkei. Now, with all this sorted out, let the questions commence. This is my kind of commenter to kick things off. Gia Animates asks, why is Iroha so fucking stupid?
What? That's a rude question. But to answer it, I spent so much of my time locked in a room and...
She was dropped on her head by her parents at birth.
That's also probably true.
Iroha's still one of us either way, so what if she's a burden?
Yeah.
Void Feeders asks us, question for Iroha. Are you ever going to stand up for yourself so Mikado or anyone won't bully you?
You're right. I need to...
I don't like that first question, but you ask, why am I so tall? The recipe for height is a mixture of a good diet and divine luck. Hope this clears everything up. Finally, for Hajime, why don't you like Emma's puns?
Oh god, no.
Did somebody say pun?
You did this to yourself, Void Theaters.
How do you wake up Lady Gaga? Poker face!
There's at least 30 more minutes of this.
I could do this all day. What would you call choking on sugar? Because I'd call it the sweetest way to die. Oh, and...
Let me take this one. Amber Random Number says, question for Mikado. Any honorary Void members who aren't officially part of the group yet? Question for everyone else. Favorite Void member other than yourself? Well, first off, Amber, you misspelled officially. There's supposed to be 2 L's instead of...
I'd love to answer your question, Amber. If there were any honorary Void members, it'd be my good friend Sherbai, who helped me in this channel's takeover. But let's not also forget about Kokoro. She's been the brains behind many of my operations. Between you and me, I think she eats babies. Weird stuff aside, Nikkei, without my approval, told Setsuka all about Void. So I guess she's an unofficial contributor.
So when I tell someone about Void, it's not okay? You hypocritical bitch!
Wait, Nikki, filming your little film with your friends, yeah?
Oh, Setsuka, hi!
Yeah, after you're done filming, you wanna come to my crib?
He's taken.
Wait, where'd she go? What the fuck, Mikado?
Don't worry, Nikkei. Crushes come and go, but family is eternal.
Stop taking Mikado's side, you cocksucking cuck!
Evangelion409 says, I've got a question for Mikado. What's your ranking of each Void from favorite to least favorite? Well, Evangelion, the Voids are like my family, so you'd be disappointed to hear that this is a super easy question. We all hate Roha, so she's dead last. Emma, while a neat role model, can get way too emotional at times. And Nikkei needs to change his sourpuss attitude before I consider him. So, by default, Hajime would have to be my favorite Void member.
Nikkei Yomiri, super high school level journalist, asks, question for everyone. How do you usually spend your free time? Reading manga.
Preparing food.
Making puns.
Porn!
Bondage!
That really went off the rails near the end. But question from Mikado. What's your opinions on each classmate?
Well, you already know my opinions on my found family.
Fuck off.
So I might as well just pick up on a quick tier list of all my classmates and chaperones. That should clear up everything.
Finally, for Nikkei specifically, which scoop/article have you written that's been the most rewarding?
Wait, I'm supposed to remember my articles? Fuck, BuzzFeed's. Is it time to pee quiz? And yes, this is an actual quiz you could do right now. Definitely my most rewarding article.
Eggy asks, can I sell Hajime's belt for money? Well, to that I say no. It complements my form. Eggy also adds, F it, it's probably been asked, but what is Roha's favorite anime/manga? None of you are going to hear me say the F word.
That question hasn't been asked. I love what you can find in Hentai Haven.
What?
No, it's spelled like this. It's a very fun read, I swear.
Horlatcher3460 says, you have to feel bad for Aroha. And here's my question. To Mikado, are there any interesting topics you'd want to talk about in a later episode?
To kick things off, you don't need to feel bad for Iroha. Jeez, I'm starting to get tired for all the Iroha-related comments. Do you think anyone likes her? Oh, but to answer your question, of course, Melody Rhythm is going to appear on the channel very soon.
Ooh, Mikado, can I have a video? I could talk about my favorite jokes.
I suspect that video would take several hours to get through.
I couldn't just narrow down my jokes to 5. I have so many good ones. Like what?
Dank Memer, accompanied by 4 stupid letters, asks this. Question for Mikado and Nikkei. Are you actually gay for each other? Well, Dank Memer, would you mind if I ripped your fucking head off? I will never feel anything towards Mikado other than absolute hatred. You think you're so cool with 4 letters next to your name? Well, no. You're an absolute... Get the fuck away from me, Mikado. You want me to actually pull a trigger?
Faceless Jake 9878 asks,
Great, with the 4 number names again!
can you help me get my old YouTube account back? Man, all that YouTube crap's gonna rot your brain, Faceless Jake. Instead, I'll give you my patented protein shake recipe. All you need to do is download the Hajime Mikanochi app on your phone, and it'll give you that, plus an entire training regime to give you sweet abs like mine, all for the low price of $19.99 a month. But don't worry, you could buy the yearly plan for $225.99. That's priceless. Or in other words, the same price as roughly 20 free pairs of my iconic sunglasses. A real bargain if you ask me.
Kato17 asks, on average, how many wipes? What kind of question is that? But to give a response, 17, the same number at the end of your name. Maybe it's both our lucky numbers.
Junko Enoshima IP2QZ asks, I just have one question. Could you survive selling my comeback for the second tragedy? Oh, that's right. You're that high school girl who fetishized despair of some sort. Making your whole life revolve around one thing? That's very pathetic, and I can't relate. But I know this, as long as my family and the Voids are together, literally nothing can get in our way. So do your worst, Junko. I know I'm better than you.
Don't antagonize her, please. I'd rather us remain under the radar.
But if you do get to us, kill Iroha first.
What? No, kill Mikado.
The All-Seeing Eye asks, question for Emma. That's me. Mild Bobby sauce or spicy sponge sauce? That's a very good question. I'd have to go with mild Bobby sauce, cause I never much liked those burning sensations. Oh, but this is all for personal reasons I refuse to get into.
What the hell even are these sauces?
I dunno, but they sound fun.
Well, I know the question wasn't aimed at me, but I gotta go with neither. I can infer that stuff is bad for your body. You'll get fat 100%.
Sayori Kenny asks, question for Mikado and Nikkei. Would you two step on me for a cookie? Oh yeah, I'd step on you alright. I'd put on some iron cleats and smash through your stomach for even considering that!
Worry not about Nikkei, my fantastic commenter. This is how he talks to everyone. But for me personally, I'm more of the type to get stepped on rather than doing the stepping. So you can step on me anytime. Oh, Sayori Kenny has a message for you, DK. I love you, but I also hope your right hand blows up again.
Well, I don't know what you mean when talking about my hand blowing up. It looks fine to me.
Ignore Nikkei's lack of eye contact. That's just how he gets when he's being sincere.
Shut the hell up!
Holy shit, Nikkei. I'm scrolling through your comments and you have a lot of questions.
Huh?
Yeah, out of all the voids, am I right? So let's get some of these Nikkei questions out of the way before moving to anything else.
Can't we just pretend we never saw them?
Nope. User, I'm not reading that, asks, why are Nikkei's shoes so crusty?
What? My shoes are top-notch. I may have purchased them at Ross, but they may as well be Jordans with how much usage I get from them.
Yeah, and get a shorter name. I doubt your family would want to constantly say something so lengthy during dinners. Togabuki Cannon says, Nikkei, if you could kill Mikado right now, how would you do it?
But unfortunately, Mikado can't die. Though, he does understand the concept of pain, now do you?
Try me. But for this commenter's next question, who is everyone's favorite person from the Saratu class? What is Saratu? An acronym of sorts? If you're wondering who our favorite classmates are, I've already answered that near the beginning of the episode. So let's just quickly put on screen everyone else's favorites.
Nikkei, blink 3 times, you're being held hostage.
Alright, that concludes the Nikkei segment of this AMA. This commenter apparently also loves you, Nikkei. They even put a little kissy face emoji, how cute.
Stop with the fucking phrase and let me die already!
Scaramushi 5231 asks, how do you guys like your mac and cheese? Straight from the box, or do you get fancy with it and add 5 cheeses and bake it with breadcrumbs? Cornbread or no cornbread? I'm curious. You know, store-bought Kraft mac and cheese is horrible for your diet, so I choose neither, though cheese itself is a good dietary source of calcium.
I love mac and cheese. It makes me feel like a commoner. And on the topic of cornbread, I love corn dogs too.
I guess Emma would have been better for this question than me. She could be a little bit of an airhead from time to time.
Amari Prince 5661 asks, is Aroha editing these videos without someone forcing her to? Well, Amari Prince, this is a very complicated answer. I don't like editing these videos, and I wouldn't if I could, but it is my duty as a void to be useful, even if it's in a way as small as this.
Ooh, this is a question for everyone. Karma asks, what is your opinion on liminal spaces? How do you feel about them? Does anyone here know what a liminal space is?
I absolutely adore liminal spaces. If you put it in a technicality, the whole world is a liminal space. All for the resurrection of my master.
Oof, he's getting horny again. But I think we can all agree liminal spaces are both creepy and intriguing. Us voids are always going through a transitional period. Our hope may be fading, but we're still going strong.
I'm also going through a transitional period. Puberty.
Wait, Aroha, aren't you the same age as us?
Someday I'll hit puberty.
Alright, I was expecting this question to pop up. Blorg asks, where is Byakuya?
Should we really be talking about this, Mikado?
Fuck it. I knew this question was gonna be asked, so we might as well just show you where he is. Welcome to the Byakuya dungeon underneath Void HQ, aka Nikkei's apartment. Hello, Byakuya. How's my little prisoner doing?
Kill yourself.
Alright. Now that you know where Byakuya is, let's move on and never talk about this sad sack again. Now it's time for the very last and longest question. Tubu True YouTube says, I swear most of these questions I'm going to see are for Nikkei, Mikado, and Aroha, so... Question for Hajime, one of their personal favorites. How do you feel about Shinji?
He's one of my closest friends while on this island, though he mostly spends his time training with Yuki Maeda. Shinji really is an unintentional thorn in our side, but you gotta respect his hustle.
If you had to summarize Void in 3 words, what would those words be?
Tits and ass, specifically mine.
Also, do you have any tips for healthcare?
Learn to sleep while standing up. You'd have the most buff cankles from here to New Zealand. Hope my answers were useful, and thanks for being a fan of mine.
Question for Emma. How exactly did you maintain your title of Ultimate Actress while searching for that person your entire life?
Oh, I guess the average individual wouldn't know this, but all movies are completely CGI these days, so I pretty much have all the time in the world.
You sure you're allowed to say that, sir, openly?
Oh, I guess not. Be a dear and forget I said anything. Thanks for asking, though.
For Nikkei, if there was one person you can team up with to kill Mikado with, who would it be? You cannot do this solo.
I believe the only person who could get the job of killing Mikado done is myself. But if I had to pick somebody, I'd have to pick Setsuka. Her right eye is a valuable asset. Together we could take over the world.
And one last question for the whole group. What's an example of your daily life together as Void? Divine.
Lovely.
Fun.
Constant hatred!
Sadness.
But if I had to summarize a relationship in one clip, it'd be this.
Does anyone know where the remote is?
Shut the fuck up!
And that'll have to be it for the questions. We have answered them all. Thank you so much for these wonderful inquiries. You fans are the real stars of the...
Oh, this dumb video is finally over.
Ugh, it was getting rather hard putting on my acting face for so long.
Fuck the fans, let's all go to Fridays!
Iroha, you're in charge of cleaning up all the filming equipment.
Ugh. Disregarding that. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune in and subscribe for further videos to disrupt my sleep schedule even more. I'm sorry, but I have to clean everything up now. This is Iroha Nijiue, signing off.